Regain your financial freedom by grabbing the book 10 Commandments of Black Economic Power, an Amazon bestseller written by none other than Dr. Boyce Watkins. Grab the book now. Also, heating up summer 2023, B1 the movie, starring Dr. Claude Anderson, Madam President, and Riza Islam. Atlanta, Georgia, get ready. The All-Black National Convention is coming your way October 2023. We had the privilege of attending an All-Black National Convention. It was an absolutely life-changing experience. To get a free Dr. Boyce Watkins Black Business School training on how to make money without working, text the word STOCK to 31996.
So stuff that he was talking about in 96, I actually understood. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas was saying, what the fuck he was talking about. I understood it.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a part in his word and the way he talked about there is a future. You know what I'm saying? After you can retire a dope boy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you do the right thing. You know, he was like the hope with Jay-Z. And you know, then with Old Dirty Bastard, with Nas.
Okay, yeah.
With Nas, it was the wordplay, the cadence, the knowledge of self he had, and he just was. It was like he was woke back when, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like and then now Prodigy, Mobb Deep, you know, he was woke back then, and then he had that brash nigga, you know what I'm saying? He was just like, and his unorthodox flow, Prodigy, unorthodox, obtuse angle flow. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I write bills, $100 bills. Come on, that's just like, oh. And, you know what I mean? And then Old Dirty Bastard, we probably, if I would have ever met him, we would have probably been doing snorting a line together, drinking, getting high as him. And doing the same shit he would be wilding and doing whatever the fuck, because I felt like I could let my wild side out with ODB on the record and on camera, and everybody going bloody. And so they was like, boy, you know, you like the downside ODB. You like first. That's when I was like wilding. But then when I really got into the music, and people were listening to my shit, and they started referring me to, like, comparing me to the down south DMX.
Yeah.
So that's when, you know, when his albums, that Flesh of My Flesh, the first album, Hell Is Hot. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's called, right? I'm not tripping, right?
Yeah, it's Dark as Hell Is Hot. That was.
I mean, that Dark as Hell. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And like he gave me that everybody in one kind of vibe. You know, he gave me the bars. He gave me it's okay to fuck up and tell how you fucked up. It's okay to you know what I'm saying? It's he gave me transparency, how to really be transparent, not only with my habits and not only with just wilding out, but transparent from transparent to my shortcomings as well, and letting the fans, like being transparent to the fans. That's what he taught me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then his habit as well. I had the same habit. I went through the same thing.
Right.
Not everybody, you know what I'm saying? Not everybody can beat that. It's a real devil you really fight. Like, I know y'all think it's just demons in your mind. Nah. The motherfucker pops out and be right there with his dukes up. And like, you got to throw them boulders off the shoulders, and you know what I'm saying? And it's real. It's a real thing. You know, I was thinking. Go ahead.
Yeah, this is a good spot to add on. I remember you was telling a story about, I don't know if it was the night DMX died or the day after he died. You was telling about where you did a line. I think you said you relapsed.
Yes, yeah, I relapsed.
And you said that was, you was stuck and you almost OD, but you said that was a point where that kind of made you realize, like, oh shit. Can you tell that story for our audience?
Yeah. So prior to DMX dying, I had I had bought, nigga gave me the wrong bag of coke. He
Mm.
gave me it was ketamine. It was cat tranquilizer. Uh, and it looked just like coke, break down just like coke. And when I was drunk and I hit it, and I was just instantly, it felt different, but I just thought I was really, really drunk and this was really, really good coke and maybe this is, but then I was like, and I kept hitting it in front of him and talking shit, and I just started feeling kind of out of my body, kind of in the matrix, but it was kind of, so after a while, like I kept drinking and it just, I didn't feel right. And then I went into a K-hole. A K-hole is you
Mm.
just be stuck. You're just stuck, and every time you try to move, it feel like it took 30 minutes to just move. And I'm on the floor trying to crawl to the bedroom, and I'm on my hands and knees, pause, but I'm like
Yeah.
stuck like this, and I move one little foot and like this, and I'm keep going back and forth. I'm like, and I can't fucking move. It's fucking crazy. And an hour go by, maybe I moved 6 inches, 7 inches. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm like, all right, Gunplay. I can feel, I'm so tapped in that I know I can feel what part of my body, what's going on. And I'm like, okay, is this a body, something on your body that's gonna shut down? Or is this something cerebral? This is something, you know what I'm saying, with your mind or something like that. So I'm like, okay, how is your breathing? I start monitoring my breathing. I'm like, oh, my breathing is fine. You're just panicking. Okay, how do you feel? Like what you know what I'm saying? Or like, do you, like, how's your heart rate? I'm feeling my heart rate, my breaths, my pulse. I'm feeling it without feeling it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I'm monitoring myself through my mind, and I'm like, okay, this ain't a body thing. It ain't like I did like fent, and my heart finna fucking bust out my shit, or I did
Mm.
OD on heroin or nothing. Like, I don't feel this like my body. I feel it's psychoactive or something, nigga. So I'm like, all right, so it's a mental thing. So I might have a fucking brain aneurysm or something, or I might go into a coma. All right, cool. So if I could just kind of like keep focused on my breathing and keep focused on my heart rate until somebody could get in this house and help me.
Right.
And at the time, I had, you know what I'm saying, I had my last hoe. You know, my last hoe had came to the crib. She had came home after work late, and it's about 5 something in the morning, 30. It took me about a good hour to get to where I was going. I was damn near to the bedroom, and she walked in, and she like, what the fuck? I'm tripping. I'm like, yo, just get me over to the bed. And she started helping me to the bed, and motherfucker, I lay down and I get up, and I'm like, nigga, I want to strangle the nigga, man. You damn near killed me. He apologizing and all that and all that. But then maybe 2, 3 weeks later, it was December. Where he died, December 8th or 7th or 9th.
I'm not sure. I have to look it up real quick. I
Mm.
don't remember.
Or November. It was one of them. It was one of them nights. It was like either if he died on the 9th, it was
April 9th.
April 9th. April
Yeah.
9th, December. I'm retarded. April, I know it was the 9th or the 8th, but so
Yeah.
the April 8th, that night, I had went through a thing and I just was stressed out again and fucking relapsed, and I
Mm.
wake up and fucking this nigga's dead, and I'm like, God bless the dead, but he passed, and I just was like, yo, this is a definite sign that you got to, like, you got to stop. This is your idol. I ain't gonna hold you, dog. Like, I grew up listening to nigga, like, you know what I'm saying. Same thing with Pac. And man, I shed a tear, dog, because like hip hop raised me, man. I was raised by the streets, man. I was raised by artists, man, rappers, man. You know what I'm saying? And some real OGs. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? At a young age. So you know what I'm saying? At a young age. So I was like, you know, that shit hit home. It's like one of my homies I go see every day, or we ride every day, because we do. We in the car listening to him every day, whoever it is. You know what I'm saying? So when you pass, it was like, damn, dog, like, he gave me so much game. You know what I'm saying? I feel like one of the OGs done passed. You know what I'm saying? But it's
Yeah.
definitely something you got to. Man, that shit ain't cool, man. You know.
Yeah, let me ask you this, because we see so many of our beloved rappers throughout time die and pass away because of substance abuse and drug abuse, and you're so transparent
Hmm.
about your struggles through it. Is it, and we ask a lot of people this who are in the industry, the responsibility of the industry themselves. Do you think, in your opinion, that the industry takes some responsibility in the reason and why you do it, or would Richard, not Gunplay, do it regardless if he was in the industry or not?
Um, Richard in the industry or not would have done it anyway. I'm just that type of dude. I'm a carefree motherfucker. I like to have fun and push it to the limit.
Or
I'm just a chandelier hanging, swinging ass nigga, man. That's it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. So like, I was already that, and and then I had a temper. So and then I was a good businessman too. So it was like, I mean, business in the street. So now I'm a real good businessman. Like and so I had Gunplay, which was the hothead. I had Jupiter Jack, which is the singer, the chandelier swinger. Then I had Don Logan, which is the about my money, about my business. You know what I'm saying? So um, like regardless of what, like one of them motherfuckers would have popped. You know what I'm saying? Shit.
For sure. Now, how hard is it for you, man? This will be the last question on the whole relapse thing. Like
Hmm.
going out partying, doing things like that to stay sober and to stay clean. Like being in those environments at one point, you was out there and you was doing your thing around liquor, you're around women, so it was easy to pick it up. So how hard is it now to maintain your sobriety, being around all those things they call triggers?
I just don't be around it. I go out, and when I go out, I don't call 15 niggas and let's just go church up here
Mhm.
and was we pre-gaming over here and finna go over here. I can't. First of all, I'm 42 years old, so I can't really hang no more
Right.
like that. Come 9:30, 10 o'clock, nigga, it's
Word.
raps, bro. You can't get a verse out of me. You can't get a drop. I might pick up the phone if you call back 3, 4 times. It got to be an
Right,
emergency, and
right.
I don't want that on my conscience. So that's about it. Other than that, I'm at restaurants with my lady, just you know
Yeah.
what I'm saying, traveling. That's what I do now. I don't ain't no more triggers. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how that shit go. I go to drinking and hard liquor and shit like that. And next thing you know, nigga gonna walk up to me and just give me the coke in the club. My money no good in my hood, dead ass. Niggas just come up to me and give me whatever. Here, man, here, Gunplay, boy. I got that. Hoo hoo hoo. And boy, here you go. Niggas adapt me and just give me a whole 8 ball. Like
damn.
a whole 8 ball in the club out of the bar. What's up, boy? I hold that down, boy. I know, boy. Trust me, boy. This is that thing. I'll be like, what the fuck? Big old shit in my hand like this, looking like this. Hand all fat, like I put it in my pocket. Like we just did a drug deal, my man. Stop. But then you look at it's a whole thing. It's like, and I used to be like, oh, bet that up, boy. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I'll do it right there in front of them. And I'll be like this. You straight, y'all. Come on, let me. And I'll do it right. And then they love me for it. Boy, that nigga there, why? That nigga there, yeah, boy, I fuck with that nigga, yeah, nah. And that's the love I was receiving. And it was like, that was like, I think me being too transparent, being a little too transparent kind of was like, backfired a little bit. Mm. And I'm going to tell you why. Because now that's what they know you for. So now, when you getting older, you done spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in fucking courts and all kind of bonds and bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Throughout your life, and like you kind of when you're not there no more, and they book you for something, and they just waiting for you. Is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? Hey boy, you ain't turning up. Nah, I'm 42 years old, my brother. I did that about 15 years ago. If you
Right.
want him, you could go book him. He's on YouTube right there, still tripping. But we on a different situation now. But you know what I'm saying? When with this new album, with this new music, people I think is I'm still keeping it how I'm keeping it. That's all because I'm never gonna alienate my gangsters and my core fan base. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the polish sound, the polish Gunplay, the wise gunplay, the gunplay that been perfecting his craft, even through all the bullshit. You gonna hear it. You can't hide it no more. It sounds grown now. You know what I'm saying?